Welcome to Coffee and Comics. And now it's a special show because I'm with Sherry, and she is one of the founders of KOMIKON. And you also have a book.
Yes.
This is Carpool. Before we get to anything else, what is Carpool all about?
Okay, so Carpool is a comic strip that came out in the Manila Bulletin in like 2004 pa. It's a comic strip about me and my group of friends who are mostly boys. So, only girl.
You're the only girl sa barkada.
Yeah, yes. So, over the years, it's called Carpool because we go on a lot of road trips. Tapos, we went swimming every week. So, that's why Carpool.
And it's refreshing to see stuff like this. Minsan, we're filled with mga anime style or maangas na art na it's all good, but it's also refreshing to see something stripped down to a comic strip. So this is how long? Yeah, no pun intended. So how long has been this title with you? How long have you been doing this title?
Yeah, so 2002 or something when I started doing it. Pero lumabas siya sa Manila Bulletin nga ng 2004. I came out with the first book 2005.
Tagal na, no?
Yeah, the second book 2006. Tapos yung third book did not come out. Actually, this year lang lumabas.
Ganun kahatagal?
Yeah, so some of the strips here are actually from 2007 pa. Tapos I just added a few new ones just to update it.
Okay, what's the update na? Mas syempre may cellphones na.
Yeah, actually parang update rin siya on what happened to the characters na. Like, so my friends are all married na except for one.
Or they're older na.
Yeah, so they're older na. So like they have families na and stuff.
Like
parang ano lang, to cap off or update the readers.
How long did this run in the newspaper?
2007.
To 2007. Galing.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay. Umabot sa 2008.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been going on. I like the fact that, I like comic book strip. I think a lot of my first experience with comic books na newspaper. All of us tayo, di ba? Yeah, there you go. Pugad Babo. Ako nga, the Phantom pa eh. I remember there was a Phantom run in Philippine Star ba yun? Inquirer.
Star.
So I was collecting that. Ang gagawin ko, I was a kid, I was probably like 6 years old. I was cutting it. Iti-tape ko. Tapos parang maging comic siya.
Book ka na.
May comics na ako. And I'm happy that yung iteration nito is now the floppy and the book form.
Yeah.
Galing. So, what are the plans of Carpool? Itutuloy-tuloy mo ba?
Actually, kaya siya last stop because I was thinking na this is the last one.
Is it really?
So, we don't know. Pero technically, supposedly, this is the last one.
So, this is gonna you display this in your festival, no? It's
only available during events.
Okay. Oh, not anymore. It's gonna be available here in Coffee and Comics. So if you wanna grab a copy, browse through it. Don't take it home. Buy it. Read this with your favorite cup of Joe or tea, and enjoy it. It's very refreshing, like I said. You are also involved with KOMIKON.
Yes, I am one out of 6 organizers of KOMIKON.
And when did you start being involved with the event?
So KOMIKON started in 2005. Our very first event was October 22, 2005. So technically next year will be our 20th anniversary.
Grabe, no? Naalala ko yan Bayan ng alumni.
Yes, Bayan ng alumni.
UP ako Fine Arts.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the plans of KOMIKON? What are the next steps? I know you're doing this comic book create and honing new talent, which is great. I actually went to some.
Yes, thank you for attending.
Very refreshing.
Ayan po. Actually, we're still, since we have 2 more events for this year, Comiceria in Robinson's Galleria.
That's this October?
This October 18, 19, and 20. And then the November KOMIKON Grande, November 23 and 24.
Okay.
That's Bayanihan Center, Unilab Compound.
I'm excited
Pasig.
with the KOMIKON Grande.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm excited.
Masaya yun. Do I tell you the guests? Ayun. All the information naman is available sa Facebook page namin
So
ng
click the
KOMIKON.
Facebook page. You can follow them. All the details are there in their pages. We were talking kanina, actually deep dive na kami kanina eh. Dapat ito ginawa natin on air eh. Deep dive na kami on the scene, the comic book scene. It's flourishing, A lot of people don't know that. Maraming wala sa eksena eh. Pero they're comic book fans. Actually, that's a chunk of people na like that. I was once like that. Ako kasi I'm a recluse sometimes. I don't go out. So, hindi talaga ako mahalubilo my time. So, hindi ako nakiki-eksena. And there are people like me who are heavily into comics and local comics also, but they don't go to events. What can you say about that?
Siguro, kasi we are very limited to Metro Manila. And we only have very few comics events in regional, in provinces.
Right.
Like there were comics events dati sa Baguio, in Iloilo, in Cebu. I think they tried in Davao, in Bicol, yeah. Pero it's very rare.
Meron bang parang may traction ba?
Ang importance lang naman doon is to introduce people na meron.
That's right.
Unfortunately, only a few people really do that.
Yeah.
Also, interject lang, sorry.
Go lang.
Yung provincial shows, gusto sana natin na makahikaya to encourage the creators in those regions na to take up yung pen and paper again and to create their stories again. Yun usually yung pinaka-main goal ni Comic-Con when we sponsor an outside event. Also, you want to shine a spotlight on the creators na nandun na.
You're right.
Yeah,
Which
kaya
is
lang,
great.
yun nga, since there's only 6 of us and Comic-Con is actually it's not a full-time job kasi like we all have families, we have our regular jobs.
I understand.
So we don't do this full-time.
I think that's the sad part. I want to see the day, even myself. No, I can't be full time. I want to see the day that creators can quit their day jobs and just create.
Yes.
I want to see that day bago ako mamatay. Sa Pilipinas.
Sa Pilipinas, yes.
Pilipinas. I want to see the day where once you can quit your job and be a full-time creator, I think that's the time you can say that this is an industry.
Yeah, but we don't. So we have a community.
Now it's
so
just a glorified hobby. Now it's a scene. It's not an industry.
We have a scene, we have a community,
At least
but not an industry.
That's
yet.
not. And that's what I want to see. I've been trying to knock my brain on how to make this an industry. And like I said kanina, when we were talking on the couch, we were maybe local IPs, Filipino comic books, has to have some sort of for me, it has to be a premium. That's what I think. I think it should be we should think like some first world countries. Diba? I think we should start doing that. Na parang when you go to, let's say, Japan, their manga is like revered. Diba?
Yes.
Ito yung amin. Sure, may Marvel dyan, pero ito yung amin. Mas mataas to. You go to diba?
Actually, if you look at it, diba, so my comics was published in Manila Bulletin.
Yeah.
And during that time, there were 2 pages of comic strips na puro local.
Right.
But now, dwindled down to 1 page na lang sila ulit. And very rarely, konti na lang yung nagsasubmit. Tapos,
Pakonti na pakonti?
Yes. Actually, to point that out, Philippine Star has only 1 local comic creator remaining. And
si
that's
Lyndon Gregorio of Mercada Comics.
Si Birka.
Last man stand.
What's happening? Why aren't they hiring more?
Yun nga, that's the question. Why are they not considering hiring other local?
There's so many creators.
Yes.
So many creators working in a fast food joint or working in banks.
Si Paul Medina, what used to be in a newspaper,
Yeah.
now he's not. He's doing his comics na lang online. He's not published in newspapers
And that's not
anymore.
his liking. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
But he's not retired.
He's
Okay.
not retired kasi
Sorry, guys.
he's still publishing his own books.
Self-published.
Self-published na siya. That's why you can see Paul in every event, every
Yeah, I
month.
see.
Like the point that Paul Medina and Lyndon Gregorio are two of the longest running self-publishers here.
As in Lyndon Gregorio,
Years, actually, si Lyndon.
Wow.
ever since the
lifetime.
beginning, yeah. He's
Lifetime.
publishing his own books.
Holy crap.
Also, Sir Paul,
Well-
the last book that was published that was not under him was 7 or 9. Pugay Bubble is now at
30 plus. Oh.
Wow. So most of the later parts sa kanya na lang yan. That's crazy. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? Why aren't the big wigs hiring? There's so many creators.
Well, I guess kasi yun nga rin, if you can notice, during our time, newspapers were this thick.
Yeah, people still read.
and
No.
newspapers were around every corner.
Yeah, and now it's very thin.
I think yeah, you're right. I think
And you can hardly see
That's
newspapers being sold anywhere.
it was during our time, newspapers were has to be in every household.
Yes.
It's a necessity. I remember when we were younger, when you're budgeting your money, you would have a budget for music. Kailangan bilhin mo yung latest CD o tape or vinyl. Meron kang budget for manood na sine. Meron kang budget para for comics. May budget ka dun eh. Ngayon, everything now is a luxury. Have you noticed? Not just comics, everything now. Like, people don't have a budget for music because they can just download it. They can stream it. So buying, let's say, the latest album is already a luxury. It wasn't anymore kasama dun sa regular purchases mo every month or every 2 months. Hindi na siya ganun. So I think comics has become, or books in general has become that.
Yes.
Back in the day, kailangan bumili ka ng libro kahit papaano in a few months kailangan bumili ka ng libro. It's a necessity. But now it's not. It's something na parang this is now choice na siya. It's a choice luxury item. It's like getting your normal coffee or getting a latte in a fancy coffee shop. It's just like that. It's not anymore something na, I'll buy a comic book because I just do that. Kailangan, it has to be an effort.
Yeah, actually with this one, yung latest book namin, we tried, earlier this year, yung Indie Comics Podcast. They were talking about yung mga lumang...
We'll link the Indie Comics Podcast here.
Yeah, yung early on this year, they were talking about how expensive comic books are now.
Expensive?
Because of the production cost.
Oh.
So, they were thinking, dapat balik tayo sa pagiging ashcan. Ashcan meaning the photocopied comics. So, that inspired me actually to do this kind of floppy ulit. Tapos, we're selling it like 80 pesos during an event. Kasi, yun nga, to compete with the merchandise right now that you can buy for 10 pesos, 20 pesos.
We were
and
talking
stuff.
about that. I don't think it should be I don't think it should compete with that.
Yeah,
It's a different
I
thing.
know it's a different thing, but we wanted to offer something na cheaper.
May entry level.
Sa bagay, parang gateway drug. Ang gateway drug mo into comic books.
Parang you spend 50
Got it, I got it. Maganda rin naman yun.
Yeah, kasi if you tell them, here's my comic, ganyan-ganyan, tapos sinels mo tawa, okay, magkano yan? 200.
May 50 pesos na doon na sticker
Tapos,
package.
look. I'll think about it. Ganyan-ganyan. Sige, okay. Tapos hindi na sila babalik.
Ano yan eh? Parang ano yan eh. Parang I call it the Funko problem eh. Hindi naman, I'm not against it. I even sell Funko in the shop. But, di ba, most collectors who will who say that they're toy collectors, they just buy Funko. I don't know. It's mabilis lang kasi yun eh.
Yun yung pinaka-point of sales. Na
Yeah.
Mabilis mabenta.
Mabilis mabenta. I think it's nice to have that, but I think the content speak louder than the price. I think the content should speak louder than the price, and well, that's just me. And hopefully, I see it becoming, you know, a premium item. In that, on that note, this shop, once you go inside, pagpasok mo pa lang dito, ang una mo makita, local rack.
Yes.
Yan ang plan ko.
Thank you.
Yeah, pagpasok mo pa rin doon, ano yan? Ano to nakita ko? Lahat yan local comics.
May comics pa pala.
Ano? May local comics?
Yes,
Parang ganun.
actually,
may
this
mga taong
is
ganun.
what's funny about KOMIKON. Kasi we've been organizing events since 2005. And up to now, parang meron pa rin syempre, like decade na. So,
Right.
meron pa rin mga bagong people na, may local comics pa pala. Diba?
Ang sakit pakinggan.
Diba, parang,
buhay pa kayo.
ganito na pala yung comics ngayon. Something like that. Kasi nasa mindset, I don't know, for some reason, nandun pa rin yung mindset
Yes,
na, yung comics is yung nirerenta dati sa mga bangketa.
Sa tindahan.
That was like
97.
70s.
Actually, it went up to the
70s to 80s.
Up to the 90s it went. I can remember,
Pero,
yung mga liwayway mo would be nakaganyan sa string, di ba?
yeah, so pero it's so different.
It's
now.
different now. I think I think the local comics now is now a collectible item. I think it should be that. I think we should view it that way.
Yeah.
And this your book, Sherry, is a collectible item. So check it out.
Yes,
guys.
actually, this is very rare na. Wala na
Diba?
nga ako nung bukuan eh.
There you go. So this is a collectible item, guys. Check it out. Browse through it. Don't take it home. You have to buy it.
Thank you.
And keep a piece of local IPs with you.
Yes.
Sherry, thanks. Thanks for joining me, and I hope we can talk more about it in the future. Maybe at that point, pag in the future na, iba na eksena, baka papunta na tayong industry.
Sana magkatotoo yung wish mo,
Wish ko, no?
yung dream mo.
Na maging industry.
Na everybody is doing comics full time.
Mag-quit na tayo.
In our 20 years here in this community naman, marami naman ng leaps and bounds na nangyari na.
Yeah.
When we started, sobrang natawa na lang.
Well, we'll talk about that with
You'll talk about it with him,
with John
yeah.
Zamar next week. We have John Zamar. So and I'm probably wearing the same shirt. Anyways, thanks, Ma'am Sherry.
Thank you.
And guys, check this out. Carpool. It's selling here in Coffee and Comics and other places. We'll link everything down below. KOMIKON. Please follow them on their socials.
Yes.
Check out their events. Ang dami nilang plans. Until next year yung plans, no?
Yes.
Alright. And yeah, and lalo na yung Grande, check it out kasi I'm excited for that also. Yeah. So yeah. Bye everybody. Thank you so much, Ma'am Sherry. Bye-bye. Thanks so much.